Now, we're going to look at a spectral analysis of sound. That means that it's going to show all the different frequencies that are in one sound. Because when you hear one note, it's usually including many other notes together with it, and it's happening in a very specific pattern. Now, just take what you can from this. If it's a little geeky, don't get, it's not essential, but it's fascinating. You see, this is the spectral analysis, and what's going to happen every time I talk, it's going to go off. You see, when I'm talking, it's a rather chaotic vibration. Things are jumping all over the place. But when I play a single note, you see how the pattern becomes much more organized. Notice that there's a pattern of peaks. There's an orange line which shows where the fundamental is, which is the G, and then there's a pattern of peaks above that which represent different vibrations that are happening above that. Notice how the peaks become closer together as you move up that harmonic series. Now, what are those peaks? Where are they peaking? Well, here, that's our fundamental G. And then, whoops, the first peak after the G is the G, the next octave up. You can see that's the first one after the G, G one octave up. So the same note, right? But then there's a different note that happens with the next one. So if I play the G here and look at the second peak, that's the second peak. It's D. It's the fifth. And this happens on every single note, any instrument, when there's a fundamental and then there's another vibration happening at the same time, an octave up, and then a third vibration happening a fifth up from that, the D, the fifth. So it's the first in the harmonic series, the first occurring note that's above the G. And then there's other notes above that. But it's this fifth is a very, very fundamental sound, in music. When we play the fifth, the interval of the fifth at the same time, the notes together. So I'm going to play the G, a G here, and then a D. It creates a very resonant, rich, resonant sound. You know, it's a little different here if I'm playing a third, but you get that sort of hollow sound, very powerful and very resonant, because the fifth is the vibrations are very simple and very strong, and they reinforce each other. Now, this fifth and the mathematical ratios that produce it are found everywhere in nature and in the sounds that we hear every day and the sounds that we hear in music throughout the world. The fifth is very commonly recognized interval. It's something that we really tune into, this sound of the fifth.